What do you want to say to an audience that is walking through a pandemic and a world turned upside down politically, and the economy is stretched to a snapping point? I mean,
Hmm.
what would you say to a world like that without a song?
I think the first thing I would say is, and this is something that people began to offer me early on in my speaking my voice, is everything you're feeling is so valid. It's been a hard season. And it's been a season with very few answers and a whole lot of we've used pivot to where we can't use it anymore, but we've pivoted to where we've pirouetted. Now we're just doing pirouettes, and I'm so dizzy from doing pirouettes, I can't even stand straight. But there are some constants, and the constant for me this year has been going back to the basics. And for me, that has been God's word. I wish I could pull this up right now. I don't know where it is in the Psalms, but it says he notices our pain. Like, just coming across scriptures like that this year for me have been wonderful. One thing I would say to those who are believers is there's a reason the Psalms, again, they're songs, but to take those Psalms and read them out loud when we don't have words to say, go ahead and read the Psalms, because all the feelings are in there. And I would say the government is, I don't mean to sound trite with this at all, but the government will be on his shoulders. And we may not understand, but I have found I've gone back to the basics of the things that I know, and that I know where I've come from and I know where I'm going, and I can rest in that. And that is my security.
Well, just like Jesus in John chapter 13.
Mm-hmm.
He knew where he came from and knew where he was going. And
Exactly.
that sense of self-awareness allowed him to humble himself.
And I guess I would say one last practical thing is offer the dignity of disagreement with someone. Invite it. That's easier to do when we know where we've come from and we know where we're going. But it's hard to speak someone's language if we don't understand it and if we don't have the context for it. And it just might surprise you to offer someone the dignity of disagreement.